see. Oh, goodness. Go ahead, Todd.
Thanks. I want to get back to Texas and the razor wire and the buoys in the Rio Grande. There were questions yesterday about why President Biden hasn't personally called out Governor Abbott over this, and you kind of had a two-pronged answer. You said that you have called out Governor Abbott, and you've called him out again. And you also pointed to the actions of the Justice Department taking Texas to court over this. And I'm wondering, on a lot of issues, you have been adamant that President Biden does not insert himself on Justice Department decisions. So can you elaborate on what his role was in this litigation against Texas?
This is a Department of Justice role. This is for them to decide. And they treated this with urgency. And as you saw yourself, the Department of Justice sent the governor a letter within days of the structure going up and followed through with the lawsuit shortly after. This is something that the Department of Justice decides on. This is something that they looked into. They are going to take the governor to court. And I expect that the Department of Justice will have more to say on litigation shortly. But we leave it to the Department of Justice. They are the experts on this.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I'm a little confused how the president should get credit for what the Justice Department is doing if what you're saying is that he had nothing to do with what the Justice Department is doing.
I'm not saying the president deserves credit for what the Department of Justice is doing. I'm saying that the Department of Justice is doing their job. It is up to them to decide what is legal and how to move forward with issues like this. So this is Department of Justice that moved forward on this. We're not looking for credit. The president's not looking for credit here. He's looking to make sure that the right thing happens. And as you know, as we're talking about the Governor Abbott, and what he has done, his record on this, it is clear. It is clear how he impedes the process. He doesn't help. He puts the lives of migrants at risk. That's how he moves forward. I mentioned last week on Christmas Eve what he did to migrant children. Left them on the street in freezing cold temperature. That's how he decides to move forward. The president, what he is working on, the policies that he's moved forward on, is making sure that we limit the unlawful entry into this country. And we have seen that because of a policy that he has put forward. And for the governor to undermine that, that's not helping. Why doesn't the governor talk to the Senate Republicans or Senate congressional Republicans in Congress and figure out how to fix this problem? But he continues to make this a political stunt. So we're not taking credit for what the Department of Justice is doing. What we're trying to do is what the president has shown to do, is put policies forward to actually deal with a broken system, a system that has been broken for decades now.
One quick follow-up on that.
Sure.
Is there any consideration for the president to nationalize, federalize the Texas National Guard to preclude them from participating in this operation?
So look, I don't have anything to share on any new policies in regard to your question, but here's what I can tell you. Our Border Patrol agents have real work to do. They have real work to do in securing the border, instead of dealing with these dangerous structures that the governor put up and aren't doing anything to deal with the issue that we're seeing at the border. So look, the president has done the work. He put 24,000 agents, officers, federal agents to work to secure the border. That's one of the steps that he's taken. He's put policies forward to expand the legal pathways so we can deal with what's going on at the border. So this is work that the president has actually done. And again, Governor Abbott tries to impede. He impedes the process and turns it into a political stunt. That's what we're seeing, and that's what we're speaking to. Go ahead.